Hi everyone, this is Elisa Casella and welcome to Designated Subjects Core Course. I want to show you a couple of things before you'll actually be able to see them for yourself as the course opens Monday, October 23rd at 5 p.m. or whatever date your particular session opens. I'd like to show you what we call our due date checklist. This is a checklist that some people find very helpful to keep track of what they need to do, what they've already done. You can cross it out, check it off, whatever absolutely works for you. No one else is going to look at it but you. But I want to go through just a couple of pieces. So this beginning piece is for you to become familiar with the course itself, how grading will work, and resources you need. We want you to check your profile and adjust your notifications, and all of this is within the course after you enroll. And the enrollment information is found within this same email. And that we suggest that you do no later than October 23rd at 5 p.m. We actually hope that you do it well before that so that we know if there are any issues or concerns or anything prior to that absolute first date. When you enroll and you have access into the course, you'll be able to find some things. Other things you will not be able to see until October 23rd at 5 p.m. So don't be alarmed like, oh my gosh, where is all these things I'm expecting to see? Here are some notes. Sometimes people go straight into the assignments and do a lot of work to complete them. If you do that, it's not unusual to find that there's something missing or something that wasn't quite clear. We have complete pages for each and everything that we're asking you to do and submit. There's examples there's clarifying questions, so that our hope is you can clearly go in when you need to do it once, do it well, do it concisely, and then we're not asking you to add anything to it. I'm just going to show you Module 1. Module 1 is 1 week long. Here are the videos and content areas available. We're asking you to do the following, and this is the pattern that repeats every week. To reflect, there's a page of prior knowledge. Notice it says no submission needed. Please see the prior knowledge pages for help. That's due the Monday that class opens. There's a discussion post to say hello, and a post number 1, initial discussion response. There are 2 options. We like to give you choices. So rather than say you must respond to this particular one, there are 2 choices. Choose whichever one you would like. Any discussion posts are always due on the Wednesday of the week. There are projects that we call wiki projects. That just happens to be what PowerSchool calls them. It means that your colleagues can also see your work, and you're going to find out why that's important. Within this email, I have also likely put partnerships. If it's at all possible, I will send you partners. You work with those partners in any way that works for you, via email, phone call, coffee, all of it's fine. Some of you are close together, some of you are way far apart, so we don't expect you to necessarily go to each other's homes, but to coordinate with each other. The wiki project for the week is always due on Saturday. That's Saturday at midnight. Can you do it earlier? Absolutely. Do it any time that works for you. Each week you'll also find that you provide feedback to your partner. Now again, you can do that earlier in the week during a phone call, during emails that you swap together, but I'm going to, as a participant, I'm going to include the feedback from my colleague, and I'm going to do that no later than Sunday, in this case the 29th at midnight. So notice this allows for something, let's say you haven't been able to get a hold of your partner. We know for sure they're going to have it done no later than Saturday so that you can provide feedback by Sunday midnight. Post discussion responses to 2 colleagues. All of this is spelled out within the course. That's due Sunday night. Writing to standards. This particular course is used to verify, to show, to demonstrate that each and every one of you understands the standards for CTE teachers, not your content standards, but the standards for you as a teacher, because that's what your new CTE credential is based upon. It's based on these standards. There's a lot of help and support for you, from videos to lists to direct examples to clarifying questions. So please take a look at each page on each standard and it'll be really clear for you. We then ask you to write an individual reflection. This, of course, is done after this other work because you're reflecting back on Module 1. And that's due Sunday. Again, can you do these earlier? Absolutely. If you're going away for the weekend or we run into a holiday, as you might well during some of this course, do it when it works for you, because that's what's most important. We know you're extremely busy people. This is what your course looks like when you enroll and you're able to get in. Again, you may not see some of these things because they're not published yet. They're timed to publish on Monday. You can scout around all you want. You will be able to get into certain things. Go ahead if that's helpful to you. We're on the welcome page. There's an explanation about the course. Here's one thing. Here's an overview, the due date checklist that we were just talking about that I've also actually included in this email. And down here are Haiku. That was the previous name of PowerSchool. Haiku tutorials. This is how to do the things in the class. How do you post a discussion? How do you respond to an assignment? How do you complete a wiki project? How do you include a photograph? Tons and tons of things to help you. So when you're sitting at home and you're trying to figure out how do I upload this video, all of it's here. All of it's here for you. So you may become familiar with what's called Haiku tutorials. I need to change the name to PowerSchool tutorials. So anyway, this is here in support for you when you're sitting by yourself again at 11 o'clock at night and I can't respond to you immediately. So I am so excited for our class. I really want to welcome you. Sometimes it takes maybe the first of doing everything before you figure it out, but trust me, you'll have it down in no time. Let me know if you have any issues or difficulties. And again, welcome. I cannot wait to read what you write about your different practices. This course is teachers who are typically experienced, some extremely, some in other areas. You already know a lot. But we're going to ask you to continue to take a look at your practice because that's what we as teachers do, hopefully. Every year we stop and say, what are we going to do a little bit differently? What are we going to add? What are we going to adjust to help support our students? And of course, it's always about the students. So enough of me talking. Thank you so much, and I really look forward to interacting with you in the core course. Thank you.